We'll step aside and be right back. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. 7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson. The open man is Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's the first carry for Dwayne Washington. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run it now with Juszczyk. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. On 1st down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Wilson will throw again. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Barely got the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Fields. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Wilson now already over 200 yards in this 1st quarter. And he's got another 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 21 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
This throw complete, Wilson finding Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Penny. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he finds Penny. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with 4th down and 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with 4th down and 1. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit him, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice score.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. We focus our attention on the Seahawks defense now. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? By being really good on that side of the ball in terms of fundamentals. Being in the right spot, diagnosing plays well, and being...
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drive. And now a fumble. The ball's out. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Washington. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looking to throw. Fields got his target, Samuel. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Off play action. Fields. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Open man is Bourne. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Looking to throw. Fields got the connection here to Bourne. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold with the extra point.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing on second down. Wilson, complete. Smith has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Rashad Penny. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a toss play. It's Carson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Now Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a muddle in the middle of the
end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Off the play fake. Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing on 1st down. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Yeah, he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. They'll run. It's Washington. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 13 yards there and a Niner first. On 1st down, Fields gets this one to use check. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Off play action. Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles. And they've gone to the half with the Raiders out in front. A touchdown pass there for Derek Carr. From there, let's get over to the Rockies and check out the Broncos at home.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely to start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. To throw is Wilson. To throw on third down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this one complete to Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He's got Smith here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Carson. And some space here. And they can't bring him down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wilson will find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Here's Wilson. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now it's Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out right to Bourne. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Fields. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Fields. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Bailey got the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Back to throw. Fields. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Now they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Now they'll run it again with Penny, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. He'll try and run it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And he's got Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
50, plant. Mike 56, Mike 56. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
On 1st down, Fields flushed out right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 32 on the play. Looking to throw. Fields. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the side.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Back to throw. Fields. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. The Seahawks on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gators. Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. Complete. Smith has it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
X3, 218, chop.
Again, it's Penny. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Traquan Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. 18 yards, first down Niners.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Looking to throw. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, Fields. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. Back to throw. Fields. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50, the 30. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
60 outlaw.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Looking to throw. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and long. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On first down, Carson. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when attack like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm